football where the passion is alive. Previews and reviews keeping you in the vibe. Player ratings coming in like a tidal wave. Leeds stepping TV, it's your football fave. Every match day we got the insight you crave. Diving into details like a deep sea wave. But kick off to the whistle, we got you in the know. Leeds stepping TV, your football hero. We scream, we cheer, together we rise. Football's our language.
Hello, welcome to the Service TV.
How are you doing, Lee?
Good?
Good, you're all right, mate? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as you can see from thumbnail, we did, mate. Right, talking about Leeds United and this, the things what really concern us, well, me especially, but us, when we get into Premier League. What do you think I'm going to talk about firstly?
Don't know.
VAR and poor refereeing decisions.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, the big six sides seem to get the rubber green when it comes to VAR decisions.
Yeah.
And the teams who have just been newly promoted don't seem to get the rubber green. You know, as such, I mean, just take a look at Aston Villa, the poor refereeing decision where he blew whistle, thinking the Aston Villa player fouled and he didn't, and it was against Man United.
Yeah.
You know, and that were a poor refereeing decision. So not only have we got to contend with poor refereeing decisions, we're going to have to contend with some poor VAR decisions.
Yeah.
Now that's one of the things what's worrying me. The second thing what's worrying me is what I'm not looking forward to is, you know when we were in Championship, we were a possession-based side. We had all the possession. We pressed high. We won the ball back pretty quick.
Yeah.
When we lost it and stuff like that. But I don't. In the Premier League, it's going to be total opposite.
Yeah.
We're not going to have the ball
No.
for long periods of time. You know, it don't matter how much money we spend or allow to spend,
Yeah.
we aren't going to be able to compete with certain clubs in Premier League.
No.
When it comes to ball retention, so that concerns me.
Yeah.
And the third thing what concerns me, mate, is we aren't going to win as many games as what we want in Championship.
No.
In fact, I think we're going to lose more games than we're going to win, if I'm honest. Now I know we should be putting his chest out and saying, well, Leeds United, we should be winning every single game of Premier League, but it's the reality is, Lee, that's not going to happen.
No.
So we've got to be beating teams like Burnley and Sunderland.
Yeah.
Hope at best you get odd results against West Ham, Everton, Wolves, Brentford.
Yeah.
And then nick a point here and there when you're playing likes of Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea. Who I forgot? Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United. Well, no, Man United. Manchester saying that they're going to be even better now that they're strengthening Mikuna and Mbemo.
Got Brighton.
You know, Brighton are a possession-based team, aren't they, as well? You know, Newcastle. It's, you know, we know how tough Newcastle are to beat.
Yeah. Got
Palace as well. Yeah. Glasner. I'm surprised that Tottenham didn't go for Glasner, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I think Glasner would have been a better fit for Tottenham than what Thomas Frank's going to be. Do you know what I mean? But you know, we're going to have Tottenham to contend with.
West Ham.
West Ham at this moment in time, don't worry me, they're selling their better players. They're selling Kudos. They're going to get rid of Piqueta. If you don't get a lifetime ban, they're going to sell him anyway.
But
Somerville is due back in September.
Yeah.
So hopefully we face West Ham beginning of season, opening for 4 or 5 games.
Yep.
You know, we know three games in August.
Yep.
Hopefully we get a team like West Ham then, because I don't fancy facing Somerville. You know what I mean? It's still going to hurt seeing Somerville playing against us, just like it's going to hurt seeing Rutter play against us for Brighton. Archie Gray, I don't think he's going to get as many games what he's hoping to get at Tottenham this season. I just don't think he's quite up to that level where, they're going to be wanting to get. They won a cup, right? And the manager got sacked. So clearly, Levy wants to finish as high up the table as possible.
Yeah.
So the manager's going to be conscious of that, and he's going to play his better players. So we might not be playing against the likes of Archie Gray. I think he might be using cup games for Tottenham, if I'm honest. But yeah, so we've gone through the VAR, the possession, and coming up against teams. I don't want to play. Transfer when fixtures come out.
Yeah.
The names I don't want to be seen in opening 5 games: Arsenal, Man City, Man United, Chelsea, Tottenham. I don't want to be seeing any of them. I want to see us play Sunderland or Burnley in opening game of the season.
Our game will be opening game of the season. Probably West Ham. Probably Tottenham.
Yeah,
and probably Sunderland.
I won't mind playing Sunderland for opening for first 5 games of the season. I won't mind that. I won't mind playing Burnley in opening because these are the teams you have to beat Burnley and Sunderland to give yourself a sniff of a chance of staying up in division. Because I'm not going to be delusional.
No.
It's going to be extremely, extremely difficult to stay in Premier League this season because the 3 teams will normally go up, come straight back down again. It's happened 2 seasons in a row now, and there's no coincidence that it's happening. Yes, Leeds will spend money, but we won't be able to compete with teams who have been in division for 3, 4, 5 years plus. They've got an advantage over us. We're going to be bringing in a brand new team practically,
Hopefully.
And even hopefully they've got to get used to they've got to gel with each other.
Yeah.
They've got to get used to each other. So it's not going to be as straightforward as what a lot of people think it's going to be.
No.
Make no illusions that this is going to be a really difficult season. We're going to get frustrated. We're going to be. We're going to be downhearted because we are going to lose 4, 5, 6 games on bounce.
Yes.
Even 10 games on bounce. It could happen, Lee.
Yeah.
We've got to be prepared for it.
Yeah.
And hope for best you can pick up points along the way.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be easy, mate. And Daniel Farke's still to proven if he's a Premier League manager or not.
Yeah.
I'm glad we've given him the opportunity. I think he's deserved that opportunity.
Yeah.
But come November, if it ain't working out, I want a new manager brought in at the beginning of December so we can have all of December to assess the squad and then bring in players in January when January transfer window opens. I don't want to be sacking Farker in February, bringing in a new manager when he can't bring any players of his own. Now, fingers crossed and touch wood, it won't get to that point, and Daniel Farker will expel in his in his new role, in Premier League, managing Leeds United. But we're just going to have to be realistic, mate. We're going to have to be really, really realistic.
Yeah.
And there'll be no more you saying that Leeds are going to win, but 4-0 and 5-0 anymore. I tell you,
no,
them days are gone. You might get a 3 or 4-0 win against Burnley or Sunderland, but rest of it, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, mate. I'm really not.
Yeah.
What things were you when we at start of the season when we play Premier League football?
I don't know.
The referees were here, does VAR were here, does
we send it over here, but VAR.
Are you shocked that we haven't done any business yet so far?
Yeah, I'm shocked. I thought if we do business, it's probably Leeds, Burnley, and Sunderland.
Well, the 3 teams who need to do business as much as anybody else, but maybe I don't know, maybe behind the scenes they're working on things, Lee, and hopefully we bring players in. I'm not worrying yet because remember, transfer window closes just before Club World Cup, and then it reopens again, and then all the way through until September.
Yeah.
So I think that's when we're going to start making signings.
Yeah, I'll forward to pieces if I want to choose.
Well, we've got Man United, haven't we?
Got Man United. One in Dublin, AC Milan,
That'd be a big game. That'd be a nice special game. That
and one in Hayward. In Spanish side, I don't know what it is, but I know it's Spanish.
it'll be real sausage out of something, won't it?
Mm.
So yeah, look, it just there's a lot worrying me, but there's a lot to get. There's a lot what's exciting me, you know.
Yeah.
There really is a lot
Yeah.
exciting me.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I'm not gonna lie that it's gonna be a plain sailing staying in division
Yeah.
with ease, because I don't think it will be.
No.
You know, I do expect us to finish in the bottom half of the table. Just hope and pray that we finish 17th and above.
I'm happy with top 10 or 15th.
I think can't be happy with 17th as long as we stay in division. That's all I'm bothered about this season. We've got to spend two seasons building a squad, staying in division, and you know, because you're not going to be able to bring in all quality players we need in one transfer window. It's impossible. The PSR rules won't let us do it.
Yeah,
they won't let us do it. So we're just going to have to spend well, shop cleverly, and you know, bring in the right quality players. What we need. Because I don't think there's a lot of players. What we do need, there's a lot of positions we need to fill. And we've got to use this time wisely. We've got to be ready to go in August. We've got to be ready as soon as that. As soon as the Premier League starts and that whistle blows, we've got to be ready to go.
Yeah.
What else you want to say?
Just get some players on Leeds.
Absolutely, get some players in. You're right, mate. You're right. You're spot on. Anyway, thank you very much for. Oh, sorry, Lee.
Thank you for watching Leeds 7 TV.
Please subscribe to Lee if you haven't already done so. We will be doing quite a bit of content over the season. I promise you, we will be. But yes, I'm looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it. So yeah. Anyway, leave it there, guys. Thank you for. It's a goodbye from me, guys.
And goodbye.
Take care. Look after yourselves. See you all soon. Enjoy the rest of the summer. Bye bye.